Hey guys, my name is Sultan. So for several decades, it's been very clear that a lot of people will go to university, go to school, get a degree, and after all of that, they're going to get a job and continue on with life that way. But in our current generation, it's very clear that a lot of people are trying to get away from that route to, be musicians, be actors, be YouTubers, bloggers, and all sorts. But of course, these two categories don't exactly suit every single person. A lot of people still like to get away from either the, online, social aspect of life and all that, or the traditional way. So that's why today I'm bringing you guys 7 best jobs that you can get with no degree. Literally don't need any degree for it. You might need to take a few courses or learn yourself, teach yourself, but these are going to be the best 7 jobs that you can potentially get into without a degree. Let's dive straight into it. So for the first option, this one here has an average pay of about £45,000, which isn't too bad. That is definitely above the average. And this is one where you don't have to put yourself online, you don't have to show your face or anything like that, and you can actually teach yourself. And this will be being a web developer. So this is one that is actually in demand recently, because in this society that we're in, everything is now online. Websites are being made, everyone is trying to get their businesses online. So if you're someone who actually enjoys making websites, then this is probably a great option for you. All you can do is pretty much teach yourself. You can take several courses to learn, and the best thing about this is you don't actually have to code websites from scratch. There are several platforms out now that helps people to create a website in a very simple way. You just have to be able to make sure you do the hard work that people don't want to do, and make sure the website looks very professional, looks very clean, it's easy to access and everything along that line, and you can earn a ton of money from this. Now for the second option, this would be being a translator. So translators are actually in demand at this moment in time, simply because modern businesses are across the world now, and people need to be able to translate one language to another and being able to actually communicate smoothly, for mostly businesses and things along that line. So this actually provides you with the opportunity to go to several countries, especially if you're very skilled at 5 languages, for example. I'm not like that, but some people are actually gifted and can speak 5 different languages very clear. Yes, you can take the route of actually learning a whole new language from scratch, but of course that can be difficult. That is the main reason why translators are in demand, especially the ones that actually get paid highly, because you need to be pretty much smooth at speaking whatever language it is. It needs to be second nature, not like you really learnt it. So you can actually earn between £20,000 to about £40,000 depending on what region, what area, and how you get into this. But there is definitely a lot of opportunities in being a translator, and this is a very straightforward job. You can even make this a side job simply because you're literally just speaking your own language that you already know. It's very straightforward, and you can earn a lot of money from this. Now the third option is actually a really great one, because this is one where you can earn a ton of money. It's probably one of my favorite ones as well. We probably know a few people who are into this, but this is simply real estate. Real estate is actually one that has such a large amount of money that can be made without actually having to get a degree, which is actually incredible. Of course, you are going to have to pass a few courses, pass some exams and stuff, but it's not actually the traditional way of going to school and committing like 3-4 years to actually do this. But you can pass a few courses and get into this. So this is actually a perfect choice because you can work your way up the ladder. Of course, when you get into it, you're not going to be earning 50k, but you can actually work your way up, and eventually you can actually start building your own homes and renting it out and actually being much working for yourself. That's the best part about this. If you're a good salesperson and you have a good character and you're just a very open, welcoming person, then you're already one step ahead, because people like this already have an advantage. You just have to be a very good salesman, just practice being a superb salesman, and you can definitely get into this with a few courses. So the fourth job is being an SEO expert. This is one that is very independent, in the sense that you pretty much work for yourself. This is all based on the amount of effort you choose to put in, because this, you pretty much need to do a lot of research in your spare time, understand exactly what works with the algorithm of Google and searches and all of that sort. You need to know exactly what you're doing, and this is literally up to you. You can also take a few courses, pass a few tests if you really want to kind of back your credibility, but this is one that there's a high amount of money to make, because in the future SEO experts are really going to be needed, because it's almost like the foundation of most businesses. So an SEO expert is actually able to earn about £65,000. so there is a lot of money to be made, especially if you're noticed by these big companies. Then you can make a ton of money. Now moving on from the online aspect of jobs and stuff like that, now this next one is going to be one a bit more hands-on, more traditional, I guess you can put it that way. But at the same time, it's a very complex job, and a lot of money can be earned from this. I actually really like this one, and this has been an air traffic controller. The best part about this is, whilst you're learning to actually be an air traffic controller, you actually still get paid roughly around £12,000. Of course, it's not a lot, but that money will quickly increase, you know, in the space of a couple years, and you can start earning about £40,000. So of course, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to act like I'm an expert in, you know, what air traffic controllers do, but I pretty much know that you ensure that planes and anything in the air, you know, take off safely and land safely. So it is a very complex job, but you actually don't require a degree for it, which is quite surprising. But you can take a few courses which, you know, range between 5 to 11 months. You can take a few courses, you know, learn these things, you get taught, you get paid whilst getting taught, and you know, you can continue to earn more money as you work your way up. And surprisingly, you can actually earn around £100,000 at some point in this job. Like, some people actually make a ton of money. It is really demanding, but it's one that is actually great for people who want to actually work, make money as they actually, you know, get up the skill. Now for the sixth option, this is one that's also hands-on rather than, you know, being online, and this is going to be mining construction. So of course, this is a bit more straightforward, you know, mining and stuff. It's a bit of a heavy labor job, but there is a lot of money to also be made in this. So all of these options, there's actually a lot of money to be made. These actually pay you pretty much over average, so these are actually really good jobs that people can get into if you wish to not actually go to uni and get a degree. And this job, you may be required to have some experience in manual labor and just mining and construction, which isn't too bad. You know, it's more of a skill and a talent, something you can easily pick up on. Now you may also be required to have a specialized license in some construction machineries and things like that, which isn't, again, too hard. These are things you can take courses on, you can learn, you can, you know, figure out. So the best thing about mining and construction is that it's pretty much up to you sort of thing, you know. So it's a job that's based on you, your character, and you doing what you actually want to do, and just heavy labor and just putting in the work and stuff. It might take some time because, you know, these things actually take time, as in the work takes time. You know, you might be overseas for like several months, but I guess that's good for some people. You know, some people actually enjoy things like that. You get to, I guess, travel to a few places and work. And there's a lot of money to be made from this. You know, you can make about £56,000 just being a miner constructor, which is, you know, that's a very good amount for someone who, you know, is just kind of working without, I guess, getting a degree and just making money off, you know, manual labor. So now, before I mention the last one, if you have found any value in this video so far, be sure to drop a like and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. And moving on from that, the last option will be electrician. So this is one that has a bit more risk involved. So the best part about this job is that right from, you know, school, you can pretty much get straight into this. You know, you can take an apprenticeship for like a year or two, and you can start getting paid right from a young age, which is really good. So being several years into the job, you can start earning about £70,000 roughly. But of course, you're not going to earn that right from the beginning. So at the start, I'm pretty sure you can probably earn maybe 20s, 30s, and eventually this will continue to grow, and eventually you can start earning about 70. So this is a very good job for those who literally want to just finish college or school and just get straight into the working life and just get straight into electrician and just putting the work in, getting the money, saving the money, investing the money. And yeah, so that is all for me, guys. Hopefully you did find value in the video. Be sure to drop a like once again if you did appreciate the video. I appreciate every single like. You know, it's free, it costs you absolutely nothing to actually drop that like down below. And please do subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.